Good morning, everybody. It's Monday, and this is another episode of In My Element with Neela. Let me see here. Get stuff cracking. A lot of stuff to discuss today in politics. So we'll be getting involved in a few conversations on what's going on. He gone. He left about an hour ago. I'm pulling a Neela. I'll be right back. I'm just talking over here. I'm coming. I was getting to it. All right, here we go. Okay. Morning, Ama. How you doing this morning? Yep. Yeah, we getting some much needed rain in the ATL today, and it's kind of nippy outside. It's down in the 60s from 90 to 60. So I know the air conditioner saying, I get a break. Yep, but it's rather chilly out today. But all of the flowers and all of the plants and the grass is parched. It's been so dry here. We really need the rain. So we're going to be getting rain all this week up until Thursday, according to the weather. And I know in Chicago, the weather is pretty bad. They were getting storms. My weekend was fine. Ama, how was your weekend? I really enjoyed myself this weekend. It's just me and my brother and nephew here at the house, and we just watched the finals Saturday and Sunday. My team won. Steph Curry and them on their way to the finals for the championship again this year. More than likely, because they're 3 games to none against Dallas. And everybody, Luka Doncic, they knocked out Phoenix. They going to beat the Warriors, and they're about to get swept. It's going to be 4 straight. They are kicking much butt on the Warriors. They got some young boys on that team. They just too much. One of them, and he's never in the limelight, Kevon Looney. I mean, he's just always real quiet. He don't argue with the refs. He don't jaw jack with the players or nothing. But I mean, when I say come playoff time, he turned into somebody else, that young brother manifested, because I had never even seen him dunk before. Now he doing alley-oops and snatching rebounds left and right. I was like, ooh, he been hiding his skills or kind of keeping them laid back, just doing enough just, so that they would win games. Hey, Lee, good morning. Divine Designs, I should say, because if I don't, folks don't know who I'm talking to. Y'all hit them thumbs up this morning, and we're going to wait for a few more folks to kick in. I'm waiting on Busy Mama and Frugal and JB and a few more folks to pop in, and then we'll delve into a political conversation this morning while I have my detox. And I got to go vote tomorrow. I don't know who all has the vote. I know everywhere everybody's not voting, but I know it is some races. I got to go and vote for Warnock, Raphael, because his term is going to be up, and he's running against a Trumpian. Hey, busy mama, there she is. And there's Frugal popping in this morning. How y'all doing? Hope your weekend was good. Mine was glorious. It was quiet. Nobody here but me, my brother, and my nephew. And we had a good time watching basketball and horror movies. And we just really had a good time blasting the TV and nobody saying, "Oh, I can't hear. Turn the TV down." Yep. So my sister's there in Florida. My youngest sister's a traveling massage therapist. And so she had 14 clients to go and service in Florida this weekend. She does go to different states and do massage. So what's in the detox, sir? Hey, Roxbury. This is 6 squeezed lemons strained, 1 cup of grade B organic maple syrup without the sulfur in it. I think it's sulfur. I don't know. I don't know, but it's a chemical in it that you don't want in it. And I know it's not strychnine, but it's something with an S, so it's got to be sulfur. And cayenne pepper. Yep. If Neela comes on, I'll have her put the recipe on. But that's what I'm drinking. It cuts fat, and the cayenne pepper, the capsaicin in it. Oh, okay. Divine Designs put it up. 1 cup of fresh squeezed lemon juice, 1 cup of pure maple syrup, 12 cups of spring water, 3/4 a teaspoon, but I use 3/4 of a tablespoon of cayenne pepper, and refrigerate and drink 20 ounces daily before food. There it is, Miss Roxbury. And today I want to talk about what's going on between China and the United States. I don't know if you know, but China has been milling around saying, well, since, Russia went over there and is whooping on Ukraine, and the United States ain't saying too much about it and put a few little sanctions on them, they're thinking about invading Taiwan. So I know the United States has bases over in the Philippines and Taiwan and all of that. And so they said if China was to invade, that they would definitely respond militarily. So Biden got some dinosaur balls to say that to China. So I don't know what's going to happen behind it, but I want to hear what you got to say about that. Roxbury, you had this with apple cider vinegar and cayenne pepper. What, both? I haven't heard of that recipe. But Busy Mama say, yes, that was the original plan. China wanted to see how far Russia was going to get. That's why China has been quiet, because they wanted Taiwan back. Yeah, I know that's right. I don't know what the hell the leaders of the world are thinking. But when these superpowers start jousting like this, that ain't good. And then you don't know what the leaders got planned either, because everybody knows war makes money. Even if nobody wins, it's a win-win for the super rich, because they're the ones that make money behind war. And they don't give a damn about the life of the people of the world. They don't care who dies, whose sons and uncles and fathers and mothers and aunties, because they got women fighting now. I don't know if China has females in their military. I don't think so. I'm not positive, so don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure they don't have any females in the military in China. If they do, I've never seen any in uniform when they're having those shows of power where they're marching and all of that stuff. I've never seen any females, so I don't know. But that's crazy. And Roxbury says she had spring water, gravy, maple syrup, cayenne, apple cider vinegar with the mother, and lemon juice. I've never seen that recipe with the apple cider vinegar in it. And I've seen the apple cider vinegar taken by itself with honey and water, and you just take that, but not with lemon juice and maple syrup and cayenne and all that. I've never heard of that one before. Yep. But they were saying that Russia has taken some more of Ukraine, but not much. What they really haven't taken any more land, but what they're doing is strengthening the strongholds that they're holding. They're bringing more troops in there to hold those positions. So it's really crazy. But that's what warmongers do. And I want to talk about voting here in the United States, because Trump is trying to line it up to get all his cronies in, so that he's going to run. I think he's going to run. He hasn't announced that he's going to run, but he's doing too much politicking not to be involved in another presidential election. And he's been sending little subtle hints out there, and he's trying to get all of his racist rhetoric out there, and all of his people in, so that when he gets in, he can have a house in the Senate, and he can just do whatever the hell he wants, because that's what he does anytime, anywhere. He always is, since a little kid, a little spoiled ass kid, it's mine, and I want that. He's just a kind of a sick guy to me. He's a little boy trapped in a man's body. And Busy Mama said, of course. And now they are pitting DeSantis versus Trump. And that way they can pull away from each other and divides up the votes. Yeah, that's just like they're doing that here too, because Trump is backing David Perdue, but Pence is backing, what's the other guy's name here? He's the governor, Kemp. He's backing Kemp, but all of the people here, the Democrats and the real liberal people from LA that have moved here, we're all backing Stacey Abrams, because Kemp actually did some slick stuff in the last governor's election here in Georgia, and he stole it. He stole it. You know how Trump always talking about stop the steal. So we really getting behind her this Lord this time. Say little Lord Trump Leroy. Yeah, that's him pretty much. I can see him with a pair of them shorts on and that little suit, walking around with that hat on and the little string tie, with some Bobby socks on and some Buster Brown black and white shoes. Yeah, pretty much. And Busy Mama say, but you know, losing power is the most important thing. Yes, we don't want to lose power in our Senate races and in our other races local, because that's what's going to give Trump his power. If he decides to run, he'll have all them folks already in place. And this country is going down the tubes for real. All the laws being misinterpreted and aligned with their own personal beliefs and opinions. Yep. They will be doing slick stuff and really mad they lost Georgia. Yeah, so they really trying to get into a lot of mess here in Georgia. They really want to keep Stacey Abrams out of there. And they don't want Sean Kemp in there either, because, you know, he wouldn't find Trump no votes. So Trump threw him under the bus. That's why he's backing David Perdue, because even though those two are Republicans, they're at odds against each other. And this is a primary election. So Stacey Abrams doesn't have an opponent as far as the Democrats are concerned. So it's just the three of them. And so I'm hoping that they split the vote between those two so she can get in. And so it's good to see them arguing amongst themselves. I like that. That's how you can infiltrate a party and make them lose. And you know, they kind of tried to do that when Obama was running for president. They threw that other guy in here, for lack of a better word, the house nigga that owned all of the pizza companies that passed. I can't remember his name, but I think he died from COVID, and he was running against Obama, you know, just so that they would say, well, we got two blacks against each other, you know, trying to steal the votes, but it didn't work. It was a plan that black people weren't getting behind, oh boy, because he was riding on the Republican side anyway. One of Mitch McConnell's buddies, a old foot slave, you know. McConnell say, do this, and then he run over there and jump on the floor so McConnell can put his feet on his back to draw the rheumatism out of his feet. You know, stuff that old slave masters used to do to slaves. But it's getting real hairy right now in politics all across the world. Nobody is trying to get along. Everybody is at odds with each other and threatening war and taking over land. And I kind of blame this on the European and the United States powers that went around mapping out everybody's land. Because how do you live on the other side of the world and you come over and say, oh, well, this section of land right here, you can't have this. This is its own entity. And they've been doing that in a lot of places all over this planet. They did it in Northern Africa when they went, because it's not the Middle East. There is no Middle East. That's Africa. When they went over to Iraq, the reason they went over to Iraq, talking about Saddam Hussein had weapons of mass destruction. If he had any weapons, he got them from the United States, because at one time they were backing Saddam Hussein. So they knew what he had, and he didn't have weapons of mass destruction, but he was controlling Kuwait's oil. And it wasn't Kuwait, it was all Iraq at one time. And it has very large oil fields and reserves. And so the United States set it up to tap from Kuwait. They could tap into the oil fields of Iraq's oil, because they could drill that far away, down and on an angle to where they could get to the bottom and start siphoning their oil too. And Saddam Hussein wasn't going to have it. And so they came over there and they was like, okay, well, we'll take it. When people don't do what the United States want, we the biggest bullies in the world. We bullied China, blew them up, dropped the bomb on them. Hiroshima and Nagasaki, everybody remember it, because they damn sure ain't forgot about it. And Biden threatening them, with military might is really kind of making the hair on the back of those guys' necks stand up, because I know they ready to fight, and they got plenty of warriors. They dedicated. Here, a lot of these guys is in the military, but they just in it for the benefits to take care of their kids and the GI bills, where they can, be able to purchase a home and get a GI loan and all that type of stuff and go to school for free. People don't want to use the military to go, they're not joining it so they can go and fight. They're doing it so they can come up. And it's just really a shame and really crazy how these superpowers are just arguing amongst each other, and knowing full and full well that they know if they start getting into a war, then if Russia, China, and the United States is involved, then Europe is going to get involved, because they got allies over there. And so now we got this big war going. We got monkeypox. We got the COVID. The world just going to hell in a handbasket. It's really crazy. And the leaders don't care. They don't give a damn. If I can't have it all, we'll just blow it up. The spirit of greed is ridiculous. Shameful. Busy Mama say shameful, really, trying to mark their territory. Yep. So, all I can say is we need to vote and do what we need to do for the United States. And I hate to say it, but if we get into war, that's about the only time the United States will stop arguing amongst each other. But I don't even know if they're going to do that now. And if you're a country outside and you're an enemy of the United States, this is a good time to start a war with the United States, because we damn near at war right here in our own country with each other. You know, I heard Trump had even said some rhetoric out of his mouth about a civil war. You know, and he always a real, for a lack of a better word, a real shit starter all of the time. He's always starting some mess. You know, because it's like if he got everybody arguing amongst themselves, then that's when he make all of his little slick moves. He kind of like a roach. When you cut the lights off, he come out and start meddling and getting into stuff and doing everything. And then as soon as the light come on, now he run and hide. I didn't do nothing. And then he'll throw his boys under the bus. That's what he does. Yep. Morning, Karen Dickerson. Yep. Glad to have you on this morning. Yep. So we just shooting the breeze about politics because we don't have nobody on. I've been trying to get this one lady on, but she's still in Africa. And I know everybody's gonna like her products. Plus, when you purchase something from her, it helps build wells in Africa and stuff. Hey, Daybreak, what's happening? Uh-oh, Neil has just popped on. I see her in the green room. Morning. There she go, y'all.
Good morning, break the dawn and grand horizons to you all. Hey, y'all. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Monday to you. Happy Monday, how do you do? Happy Monday to you.
Now, I like that song.
Happy Monday to you.
Because it's original.
It is. Hey, y'all already know. All right. Hey, it's a happy Monday. Wrote a song. Want to hear it?
Here you go.
Here you go.
Talk to the people.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another segment of What? Bamity, wham, bam, boom, boop. And thank you for joining us today, you all. The weekend was awesome. I worked. I didn't think I was going to, but I did. I did my floors. I started organizing the upper level of my house again. Well, reorganizing. It wasn't really organized, but it was organized for me. But I'm really setting it up in an organizational, in a way, more organized way. So that's what I started doing. I had to go and take water, the Kangen water, to people that I'm servicing now with Kangen water, and that's a good friend of mine in Turks, actually, Perry, who is a boxing trainer, who's worked up under Floyd Mayweather and all of them, the greats. And he was in an accident a while back, a motorcycle accident, and I believe Turk has mentioned it before on the show. And he is really, he was paralyzed from the neck down. But he's able to move his hand and grab his cup and take it to his mouth and drink the water. And he started drinking the water and almost drank half of a gallon jug while I was there. He was like, "Damn, T." He said, "This water good." He said, "It's something about it. It's light." So I'm gonna get him and do a recording on him when I go back to service him again. Hey, Frugal Boogle, get ready for jury duty. Oh. Wow. Oh well. So yeah. Good morning, Roxbury. Good morning, Karen Dickinson. Divine Designs. I'm a mama. Yes, yes, yes. We got Daybreak in the house, Christine. One busy is here. Busy mama. What's up? Yes, 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 yes. She said they all be doing slick stuff and really mad they lost Georgia. Oh, I know they pissed off, aren't they, about that? Aren't they really pissed? Yes, they are. They'll get over it though once the swelling goes down.
They put some
it's,
ice on it.
it's gonna be all right, baby. Okay,
And
it'll
if
be all right.
your hemorrhoids are inflamed, get you some Preparation H.
That's it. That's it. Just you hear the heat.
They put the fire out.
You hear the fire go.
You crazy.
Okay. I mean, hey, look. Yeah, it's on fire. Yeah, it's on fire. Okay. But yes, it's been a busy weekend, and so and I'm just here on a quick break with them. It's been a busy weekend. And so the second prospect, my second subject is my aunt, who's 92 years old. She had a stroke recently. So she just said she hadn't gained her equilibrium back yet and stuff. She speaks well. It didn't mess with her speech because you wouldn't know she had a stroke from talking to her, but and from looking at her, and she's 92. I recorded that. That was on Facebook on my homepage, on my normal page. Y'all probably could have picked up on it. But and she looks fabulous for her age. But she's on the water now, the Kangen water as well, to help restore the balance of hydration that her body really needs to build her balance back. So she started drinking, and she was like, I was telling her about how the molecular structure of the water from just the regular bottled water that you buy at the store, as well as your sink water, is so large that the cellular structure of the body,
you can't fit in the cells.
Right. It's not absorbing it. And it's the cells, the illness and disease starts attacking the cells. And when the cells get attacked and they're not pushing out enough water to hydrate the body, because if the body is hydrated well enough, it will push out a lot of the disease or illness that you might feel. It really will if you're hydrated well enough.
I didn't know that water had so much to do with your joint pain.
Oh, yes. Yeah. When your joints are aching, it's because you're not drinking enough water.
Yep.
And so, unless you have...
Well, you could be drinking the water, but it ain't doing nothing for you.
Right, it ain't doing nothing for you. But, right, and to see a lot of this water you all are drinking, this sink water, or this bottled sink water, because where y'all think they getting their water from? I mean, honestly. Think about it. Where do you all think?
Not all bottled water comes from out of the tap, though, but the ones that's purified,
right,
and turned into alkaline water. They're doing it. They purify the water with chemicals,
right,
and then they shock it electrically, and that's what adds your electrolytes to it.
Tell it like it is, brother. Tell it like it is. That was just the line I was getting ready to run down, but baby, you popped it on in.
She done learned me well, y'all. She done learned me well.
And that's the truth. That's the truth. And that's it. That's all. And so even I had to learn that, y'all. It ain't like I've always known this myself. I don't want y'all to think
it's hidden from us, T.
It was hidden from me too. Hell,
they had it from everybody and learn this. They don't want us to be healthy.
Actually, no, they don't. No, they don't. That is why we got to wake up, people. But no, they don't. To stay ill and dependent is what they want.
Yep.
And that's a sick. If I ever knew some, it's sick as hell. Of a human being to want to see someone else suffer.
Women, you making money on somebody else's suffering.
That's some sick shit if I ever seen some. When you could still be making the money while they're well.
You sent me something this weekend, and it was a lot of stuff. I thought I knew all there was to know about hemp and medical marijuana and all of that. But what you sent me blew my mind. I could not believe that. The stuff that the government knows about hemp and marijuana is keeping these super rich folks rich, because hemp was used a lot for stuff that people don't even realize.
People are, I'm telling you,
I'm talking about it could stop oil companies because they make hemp fuel.
Yeah.
And it burns like gasoline.
It's they might shut my show down. It's a lot of bullshit though that's going. I mean, they might shut my show down for what I'm going to say. It's a lot of bullshit that's going on out here. I'm telling you, we have been bamboozled, woozled, kafoozled, and doozled.
The big pharma is and the oil barons are keeping us from moving forward to a new and brighter future. Those two entities, oil barons and big pharma, and this is for big pharma right here, because that's what they're saying to us. That's what they're saying to the people. They're not trying to heal anybody. All they want to do is put a band-aid on a razor cut and keep you suffering as long as they can. And they steady getting money. And they getting it from the insurance companies and the government, you know.
Exactly. Exactly. I just got to tell y'all though, you know, but so I ain't gonna give too much energy to them but we got to give recognition. We have to bring awareness to them.
Yeah.
But we don't give energy to them. So now you all are aware. Y'all have been aware. If you missed this segment, go back and watch it. Hey, everybody, hit them thumbs up for a sister. That helps us with the algorithms. It pushes the show out to a lot more people. When those thumbs up, when you hit those thumbs up, when you come in, hit them right now. And click the like on, if you're on Facebook, click like. If you're on YouTube, hit the thumbs up for us, sister. It does help us with the algorithms. Busy Mama and Frugal Mama told me that. So y'all hit the thumbs up. They said, hit them thumbs up. And so yeah, hit the thumbs up for us, sister. That helps.
Speaking of Busy Mama,
thank you so much.
She said the richest of the rich are the decision makers. This is not new.
Always.
Yeah, he who has the gold makes the rules.
You're right. The De Beers, the Mays, the Rockefellers, all of them, the Chase Morgans, the Chase Morgans,
JP Morgan Chase,
all of them. Yes.
And then you have your Europeans, and your Russian super, and your Chinese folks that are super rich, that
have been
interwoven with the rest of these super
have
rich
been
folks.
Added to the list, right?
Yep.
Because of their status. It's like, oh no, you ain't finna, hey, I got just as much money as you. I run it. You ain't finna. So hey,
like they call it the cabal here in the United States, they call the super rich the cabal. Now in China, they call them the dragon family.
Yep. She says that's why we need to bring the power back to the people. They have snatched it outright underneath us. That's why voting matters. It does matter.
It does. Especially locally.
More so locally.
Governors, your judges, your senators, you know, just all of your congressmen, your we don't have them here, but what do you call them in Chicago? Your aldermen. We don't have aldermen here in Georgia.
Right.
But
what do y'all have for communities or
just they got, you know, each little county, the way they do it, they have their own little entity of government. Fulton County, Cobb County, you know.
What is it? Who's the head person? A mayor?
Yes.
And that's it. You don't have neighbor. Okay, like
Lori there's no neighborhood. There's no wards.
Yeah,
you know, it's by county.
No precincts.
Yeah, it's by county.
Okay, but is there a county head?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Cook County Board. I mean, a board president, county
Yeah,
board
there's
president.
and
Okay,
a
okay.
mayor
That
of
y'all have to vote for, though.
yes. Yep.
But you have to vote them in.
Yeah, they're voted in.
And then you have to look at the term that you're allowing these people at too. That also plays a big part. But hold on, before I get into that, let me go back to this water thing. So I did this. I mean, hold on, let me see something. I just want to go back to this water thing real quick because this water thing was deep the other day. Let me see something. Let me see, says the blind man. Let me see. I'm gonna have to get back to work in a minute. Let me see, says the blind man. Let me see. Let me see, says the blind man. Let me see.
Well, while you looking for that, I'll be talking just to keep the dead air from being dead. Busy Mama say we need to rewrite the rules. 1% make up the decisions over 99% of the population. Tell me how, as we stand by doing nothing, distracted by everyday life. Meanwhile, they wake up when they want. They do what they want all day without worries. And if voting didn't matter, they wouldn't be so caught up in it and worried about state laws and state rights because they know federal laws would hold them all accountable.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. And don't forget that spot. They live off the state-specific laws to undermine the rules and find all the loopholes they themselves have written to get away from doing what is correct, so that they can make you be accountable to hold you accountable for doing what the law says, but to let them weasel in and out of. Like it's like a maze, you know, they weaseling in and like a little snake weaseling in and out of, you know, like they eat back to the Garden of Eden.
Yep. Contact your local electoral boards and find out. Hey, Bonnie, good morning.
Yes, hold on. Let me show you guys this real quick. Give me 1 second. Let me share this real quick because I got to get back. Let me share this real quick. And I got to get back real quick. So just so you'll see. Okay. Everybody, my aunt, who's my dad's sister. And it's a lot of y'all that probably know her too, even from Morgan Park. When y'all see, y'all gonna say, "That's your auntie." I know her because y'all know me and Nick are cousins. So, and Nick's grandmama is my auntie. So yeah, Nick's grandmother is my aunt. So I'm Nick's cousin. I'm her elder. There you go. I brought her some Kangen water out here because I had heard that she had a stroke and that she wasn't doing, you know, she was just trying to battle that stroke. So I said, you know what? I'm going to take her some water, some Kangen water out there. So of course I got her the 8.5 first because when you start, you're supposed to start with the 8.5. So your body can get used to it. That way you won't have like a headache from changes. You know how things change. It's just, and this water being that it's absorbed by your cells a lot better for your body, which nourishes your blood differently from that water that you buy in the store, and differently from all that water. I'll be right with you, ladies. I'm on a call. I'll be right with you. Large for your cells to absorb. Awesome. But the Kangen water being a hydrogen water, being ionized, and alkaline to 8.5, 9.0, and 9.5, all the way to 11.5 actually. That water is easier absorbed by the cells, which allows your body more hydration. And the body normally is ill because it is lacking hydration. So I brought her some Kangen water out here and I filled up a bottle for her. Ain't Ever Jean, how you like it? Say that's your cocktail. And what did you tell me about the water? Yes, yeah. Yes, indeed. And look, she almost drank the whole bottle already, y'all. And this has been less than half now. All right. And that is the end of that. I just had. That's the end of that. Are you all able to hear that?
Mm-hmm.
I just had to they say a whole of Neela's today. Uh-huh. Right. And do some research, each of these individuals, if they been there for a minute and you never heard of them, vote for someone else. Chances are they haven't been working for you. Uh-huh. Yep. Hey, Donna Marie. Hey, Bonnie, what's going on? Contact your local. She said, yep. Contact your locals, y'all. So I just wanted to show you guys the water. That's my aunt. She's 92 years old. And she had a stroke.
Busy Mama's asking you a question about an agent machine.
How do I hook it up to my fridge and tap water supply, or is it freestanding? Because what about ice cubes? Yeah. Now, what about ice cubes? So you would have to get a. I think the thing would have to come from your. I gotta ask them about those refrigerators that supply ice and water, because that's a whole different hose, and that's a different.
You gonna need. Hose. Oh, you probably. I don't know how an agent work, but I know if you get a T-split, then you can run water off to another source from that.
That would be
you
the way
do that yourself.
Yeah, that would have to be a T-split to that piping from where the water's coming in. So you would have to not use the hose that's there for your refrigerator if you've been using the regular refrigerator line, because I have a separate refrigerator line in my house, and from my sink, it's a different hose. It comes up through the wall. And it's a wire hose right there.
Just a plastic hose, and it taps into the pipe.
Right. But it's not the pipe that the water's coming through. It's coming through the machine faucet. So that's what you would have to make sure you're getting the same water from where the machine is running through, and that would be from the faucet, from the sink that you have the machine connected to. So let me talk to them and find out, because that was a question I had as well. And they close earlier than I can access them from work. So let me find out. That's going to be something I check today. No, they're not. No, they have offices here.
Oh, they got offices?
Yeah, they have offices right in Mount Prospect.
Oh, okay.
You can call them, but they don't. They open fund. Their hours is different, because it's not like they're sitting there waiting for people to come in and buy it, because that's not how the machine is purchased. You see, it's always for us. It's for agents or distributors or people who have bought the machine for service. It's basically an office for service. Mm-hmm.
You put it in. You can put it in your kitchen, Busy Mama, or else it's according to which one you get. You can hook it up to your whole system for your water for your house, right, T?
Yeah. She said, yeah, they are separate hoses. Right. She's right. And she said, right. And I do too, Busy Mama. She said, where do you put the Kangen water, though? On the sink. It's a machine that's going to sit on the sink. And yeah. So, but I got to get back to you guys. I have had them waiting over 6 minutes now. I was supposed to be back at 8:45. So let me pull up this, Busy Mama, and I'm going to get back with you directly on that, as well as talk about it one morning on the show if I can come back in. I'm going to contact them this afternoon after training is over with me, and see what they say about that. So everybody, have a great rest of your day. Turk, God bless you guys. Have fun with Turk. Talk about these elections that's going on right now. Keep it clean. No judgments. And just know it's gonna be all right. But keep it local. Focal local. All right, Turk.
In a minute,
y'all.
Well, I lost my company. Okay, because I'm buying the water softener, so I can probably have someone insert the line into the house water. Yeah, probably so. I don't know how big the line is on an agent machine that runs from your sink, but I know it's according to which machine that you purchase to where you can hook it up, because it would seem like it would be a whole lot more feasible if you could hook it up to the main water line coming into your house so that all of your water is Kangen. But one thing about it, they got different levels of it for different things. So you got to have a machine somewhere in the house. So you can say, okay, well, I need the one that's more acidic because this is the one that you use for cleaning. And then this one is the one that you use for washing your face. You know, it's different levels to that water. So I really, I'm not an expert on it. But I do know that is different levels to that water for different uses. So it's gonna have to be she gonna have to run some type of show or something and explain it a little deeper. I told her she should have the people on at least once a month, you know, so that people will know about this water, because it's very important that we have good water. And good water is definitely a problem in the United States. Unless you live in the mountains somewhere, in a rural area, and you're getting water off your own land that's filtered through rock and blocks the pollutants and stuff through the sand and all of that, the way it naturally is filtered through soil into the water table. The water is just awful. Tennessee got good water though. Their tap water is the best water in the world. It's so soft. When you would wash clothes, you don't even have to use as much soap in Tennessee because their water is that soft. And like Busy Mama say, the water in Florida is horrible. It's so hard. You can't even wash your car with that water and let it just sheet off itself if you got wax on your car. You know, a lot of them you could just go over with a shimmy and it's good. It'll leave water spots on the glass and everything. That's the worst water I have ever used in my life is in Florida. Their water is terrible. And Chicago. Chicago's water is horrible too. Yep. And it's not great here in Georgia, but it's better than Florida and better than Chicago, but we don't drink it. We don't make coffee with it. We don't cook with it. We do wash our clothes and stuff with it, and it's hard, and showering in it and stuff, but it's nowhere near as bad as Florida. Florida is worse than Chicago, and they were saying in the Midwest that Chicago's water was so good that other states wanted to purchase water from Chicago. Yeah. So I don't know what states they talking about, because I'm pretty sure Michigan and Wisconsin's water should be cleaner than ours, and Iowa too. But I don't know, but it's contaminated. All of it is contaminated once they run it through their filtration system, because they put all of the heavy metals and stuff in there and chlorinated to kill bacteria. And then they put the fluoride in it and chlorine. I ain't trying to drink all of that. Shuts down your pineal gland. It gives you all kind of kidney stones and gallstones and mess with your bladder and your kidneys and your urethra. Have you noticed how many more people are having to go on dialysis? It's a lot of money in this dialysis, and I really believe that they setting people up for failure on this dialysis treatment stuff, because they just put up a little annex of one not far from me, and I know quite a few people here that have to go to those places, and that's really crazy, you know. But they're making big money, just like the Cancer Treatment Centers of America. They got a cure for cancer, but they don't want the people to have it because they want to make money. And so they rather create all these other places. Oh, come to the Proton Center, and it's the greatest thing since sliced bread, and we can help you with your cancer. You don't have to die right away. We can drag this mess out for your life, and you can just be in pain, but you'll be alive. You won't pass. And you can keep coming back and buying our medicine. That's $10,000 a month. And you can let the government pay for it, because that's all the pill companies are doing. You know, they know a lot of people on disability and stuff like that. And so they take advantage of it. And the money that they pay people who are on Social Security disability is really sickening, because it doesn't go up with the cost of living. I don't believe there's been a cost of living raise in Social Security since the 70s, because the money that they pay you from Social Security would probably pay for your rent, and you could have food and all of that stuff if it was the 70s. But this is the 2000s. You know, this is 2022, and $1,000 ain't no money a month. You can't even pay a 1-bedroom apartment rent for $1,000 no more. Not in Georgia, you can't. Let alone talking about you gonna get a house. If you got a family and you on some government benefits, your ass is out. You better have some other source of income, or you in trouble. And then if you make too much of that, as a couple, you're only allowed to make $1,400 a month apiece in order to get medical from Medicare or Medicaid. $1,400 a month. You know, you can't get a 2-bedroom apartment for that much. Not a month. Not here in Georgia. Nope. They are ridiculous. It is stick up with no pistol. And why did rent go up and housing market? Why did that go up so high, so fast, right after COVID? You know, soon as people think you got a few dollars in your pocket, they jack the price on everything. Why is gas so high? There's no shortage of oil. They ain't got no problem shipping that stuff back and forth from one place to another. We actually got enough oil right here in the United States. We could be self-sufficient. But yet they want to block, electric vehicles and solar panels and all of this stuff. They want you to continue to use fossil fuels. And homelessness is on the rise. And Busy Mama said, I was wondering why there are so many car washes instead of just investing in clean water systems. See what I mean? They worried about the darn wildlife and preservations, but the water is all contaminated. Yep, that's for sure. And they aren't doing anything about these prices of rentals, mortgages, or nothing. It's not even mentioned in the news. They ain't saying nothing about it. And it is a shame, because they're stacking money on top of money, because all of these landlords and people that have a lot of real estate moguls and stuff, they just collected big money from the government during the pandemic. And then the people who couldn't pay their rent because of the pandemic, the government was paying their rent too. And they were getting huge checks, $60,000, $70,000 for, individual people, houses and stuff. And these landlords were collecting these big checks at the end of the year. You know, it's like, okay, you ain't getting no rent during the month, but all of a sudden you get this whopping check that cover everything. And the price that they're paying for the property hasn't gone up. You know, their prices are the same. But what they want to charge you and me and everybody else has gone up. If you ain't locked in on a house note and you renting, you in trouble, because rent is like 3 times higher. And in order to rent a property, if you don't make 3 times the amount of money, you're not even eligible to get that property. So now it's doing 2 things. It's making people homeless, and it's taking the middle class and splitting them away from people who are the upper crust. You know, if you making $200,000 a year better, you know, then you pretty much okay. But if you are $100,000 and lower, you having trouble. You having trouble. They'll raise everything else, but why aren't they raising the minimum wage? They don't even want to pay pay minimum wage of $15. Why? But you can raise the price of everything else that you have to purchase, but there's no raise in the amount of money that you make. You know, that's why I say this is some BS. And they know what they're doing. They're eliminating the middle class. It's going to be rich and poor. That's it. And it's shameful. And they aren't doing anything about these prices of rentals and mortgages at all. Shameful, but really, these are things we can vote on. And Donna Marie said homelessness. And it's so sad. Busy Mama say it's ridiculous. And the tax brackets need to be cleared. Yep. The big payback, Donna said. They all should have known your rent paid is a scam. Having your rent paid is a scam. Yep. It's crazy. It really don't make no sense how a country treats their people. And the people who invest into the economy are not the rich. Yep. The people that make the least amount of money pay the most into this country, into everything. The bottom man getting milked of his money first, with taxes and all. If you have a business and you making over $1 million a year, they get all kind of tax breaks. And that's what Trump wants to do. He wants to get back in and keep making sure that big business makes money. Hey, Chef Tracy. Yep. So, hey, it's been a blast, y'all, but I got to get off of here this morning. I got some things to do. So I'll be keeping it close to an hour all this week. Probably Friday and Thursday will be longer because Tia will be on. And so even if I'm not here, she'll still be here. And it says people never get off Section 8. Yep, because they can't afford to. If they do, they'll starve to death. Yep. Imagine if you have 2 jobs paying you minimum wage. Here in Georgia, minimum wage is $7.85. That's a shame. And then you're supposed to pay rent. And for a studio apartment in Georgia, a studio apartment probably is like $1,000. Between $875 and $1,000. And if you want to live in a nice community or a gated community, for a studio, look to spend $1,200 to $1,500. For a 1-bedroom, $1,700 to $1,900. Anything 2-3 bedroom, anything like that it's gonna be $2,000. Yep. But yet the amount of money is not being paid to where you can compensate. You making enough money to compensate for the difference in the disparity of the money that you make and the cost of living. And they haven't done a cost of living raise in I don't know how long. You don't even hear about a cost of living raise no more. Yep. So Busy Mama said, why does it make sense to have the most wealthy people and the least amount of taxes paid? And how in the world clearly taxing them more would make more sense? Yeah. Here, Jeff Bezos, and you ain't heard nothing else about Trump showing no taxes. He ain't gonna show nothing because he don't pay no taxes. None. The super rich do not pay tax. They make billions of dollars and they don't pay no tax on it. None. But then you making $40,000, $45,000 a year, and you paying taxes up the yin yang. And if you bringing home $1,000 a week, $275 is in taxes, and that's just federal. We ain't talking about state. So the states that have state taxes taken out, like Georgia and Chicago, you pay two taxes. You pay federal tax and you pay state tax. In Florida, all you pay is federal. They don't have a state tax. But in Tennessee, you don't pay a state tax. A lot of these states, you don't pay taxes, but they make it up in other ways. Yep. So I'm going to get out of here, y'all. Sad because we started moving to Georgia. Well, Georgia is a nice place to live. The only good thing about Georgia is if you're a people of color, business here is good because blacks back blacks here. It ain't like Chicago. If you black and you got a business, it's gonna be people that you know, and then you got to prove yourself, and they on the hookup and a discount and all that. Here, business is business, and black people fare pretty well here that have businesses. But I'm gonna get up off of here. Y'all have a blessed day. Get out and vote if your state is having elections, and do some research, Google some people, find out who they are before you just go and say, well, they black, I'm gonna just put that in there, or they white, I'm gonna just put this in here, or they Hispanic. You can't be picking by how somebody look. Oh, she cute, so I'm gonna vote for her because she might be cutting your hand off, So the same with the men. You don't want to be voting for no guy just because he's pleasing to your eye or he done tickled your ear. Find out who these people are before you vote for them. And what's really important, these judges, because the way they do black folks, a lot of these judges don't need to be in a robe, and that's for sure. So reach back and give back. Somebody needs your smile. Somebody might need a kind word, a sandwich, a bag of potato chips. Just raise your humanitarian level, towards the people, because a lot of people are struggling, and I mean, it's not getting any better. Homelessness is growing every day, y'all. So, just keep your heart open. I ain't saying break yourself or don't pay a bill to help somebody, but if you can, sometimes you don't even have to use money. It could be an old pair of shoes that are gently worn, a jacket, some pants. I know it's not winter and it's not cold out, but people still need clothes. So, you know, if you got shorts and t-shirts and stuff that you're not going to wear, that's just taking up space in your closet, clean your closet out and give some of your stuff to the homeless. Don't take it to Salvation Army for them to wash it and resell it and make a profit. You know, wash it yourself, and you know where the homeless folks are, and you can look at a person and just about tell what size they are, and you know, just say, hey, all you got to do is let your window down, say, hey, do you need some clothes? I got some clothes I'm giving away. You know, and homeless people aren't like people that have money. If you give them a plethora of stuff, they will share. They share amongst each other. I see it on videos every day on YouTube. People that got money, and you ask them, can I get $2? I'm trying to catch the bus. No, I ain't got no money, and walk right on past. And then you ask a homeless person, he got a cup with some change. He going in his cup to give somebody some money. I watched a homeless guy put some money in somebody's parking meter because he didn't want him to get a ticket. And it was a Mercedes-Benz. And the guy actually was watching to see if anybody was going to do anything. They were videoing it. And the homeless guy put it in there, and then he rewarded the homeless guy and gave him $500 cash, bought him some food, put him in a hotel for a week to where he could take a shower and actually sleep in a bed for a while. You know, it's not what you think is a lot. You know, it's a lot to them, but you might not see it as a lot. But you know, just keep your heart open, y'all, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a good one. Take care. I'm gonna end this broadcast. Peace. Y'all have a good one. I'm out. Oh, I can't. I gotta do this first. That's how I get fussed at. And before I get off of here, y'all check out Blood Brother Mike today on What's on the Grill. He got a special guest on his show today at 11 o'clock on Instagram. So y'all go check him out. It's going to be a good show. It's always good. Y'all have a good one. I'm out.